Hey everyone, it's Rylee, and today I wanted to share another bullet journal flip through with you guys. So as we get into the flip through here, I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Let me know which of these monthly themes is your favorite. Also, don't forget to stop by the description box if you're interested in learning more about the products that I offer in my Etsy shop. I do have custom journals like this, as well as more affordable options like pre-made bullet journals, printable bullet journals, digital journals, all that kind of stuff. So you can definitely stop there if you're interested. And I also just wanted to talk a little bit about a habit that I've really been leaning into recently. And I did mention this a while ago, but that habit is reading. It's something that I did all throughout school. I was such a bookworm, and then it just completely fell off my radar for like years, but that is where Book of the Month comes in. So Book of the Month is a popular and fast growing book service for readers, and what they do is really try to benefit both authors and readers. So they'll take new emerging authors and highlight their books. They have a whole team that goes through the process of vetting hundreds of different books and curating like a monthly collection. So for me, that was such a big thing because my obstacles to reading were I just didn't know what to read. You know, like all the book rec videos on YouTube or going through the library shelves, like it's just overwhelming. But Book of the Month really eliminates those obstacles. They go through the books for you, they give you some options, and then you get to choose which book you want to receive each month. So since I started working with Book of the Month back in April, so starting in the month of May, I've been reading at least one book every month since then, and the one that I'm most excited to read this month is called None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. It's another sort of mystery thriller type thing. That's really the genre that I have been loving lately. So if you are at all interested in something like this, I would recommend just going for it. Book of the Month has an awesome skip policy. It's really like a risk-free thing to get into. And they've also recently launched audiobooks. So you actually get to choose either a physical book or an audiobook. So if you're not the type to like take the time to sit down and read, maybe you're really into journaling or something like me, then you can just pick an audiobook each month to listen to while you do your other hobbies. So if you're looking for the best prices on new release hardcover fiction, you're looking for a team to vet some amazing books for you, go for it. Just go ahead and try out Book of the Month. You can also use the code VACAY and that will get you your very first book for only $9.99. That's bookofthemonth.com and use the code VACAY. So thanks again, Book of the Month. It's always such a pleasure working with them. I hope you guys will check them out. The link will be below, and let's get into the flip through. So here is the journal that we're flipping through today. This is one of the vanilla linen covered journals available in my shop. The links for this one, as well as my undated planners, my clay colored journals, those will all be down below, of course. And today's journal is just a very short and sweet one, and it's quite unique. This customer actually wanted just to kind of use this as a template. So there's only 1 month in here, and then she's going to duplicate it on her own because she does enjoy bullet journaling. She just sometimes doesn't really know exactly where to start. So she gave me the spreads that she wanted. I put together kind of 1 month as a sample, and then she's going to use that. So this journal starts off with some yearly spreads, and you'll notice a theme running throughout the entire journal, and that theme is hedgehogs. So on pretty much every spread, there is a hedgehog in some form. Even though there are like different colors, like color palettes and different like overarching themes throughout the journal, the hedgehog always makes an appearance. So first we started off with a looking back spread just to reflect. This will be used mostly for 2024. However, she is starting with November of 2023 as kind of her birthday month. So it's kind of just looking back on her previous year of life before that birthday. So things she learned, tried, and enjoyed. Then we've got her health log. So this is for 2024 from January to December. And every single day she can just use a key here to mark in what kinds of health symptoms she's having, or like if she wants to track what medications she's using, she can just make up a key that suits her needs in that way. And then we get into kind of her content spreads here. So this page is for like TV series that she's watching. Again, we've got a little hedgehog holding a remote down in the bottom corner and sipping lemonade. This one's for movies, so there's a hedgehog on an old like retro TV. And then music, we've got a hedgehog listening to an iPod. And books, a little hedgehog peeking out behind the bookshelf. Then she's got a few pages that are just titled Linguistics Corner, and she requested some vines here. So I've got the hedgehog announcing the title and some vines as requested. Then she has a bunch of pages for my doodles. So I used a bunch of different colors. These are the Pentel Fude Touch brush pens. They're very, very similar to like the Tombow Fudenosuke in terms of like how big they are and how they write. Personally, I actually think these write even smoother than the Tombow Fudenosukes, but I don't have a black one of these. So that's why I use my Tombow Fudenosuke so much. But this is from the 2020 release, the colors that they came out with that year. So on every page, there's just a title, My Doodles, with lots of space for her doodles, and then a hedgehog in the corner with some kind of art supply that matches the title. So we've got scissors and a marker and a paintbrush and a paint palette and a kind of bottle of paint and a pencil. And those doodles kind of get repeated for the next 6 pages here. And then finally, we have her physical therapy exercise pages before we get into the monthly spreads. And like I said, there's just 1 month in this journal. And since it is her birthday month, she kind of wanted to wrap like all things birthday month into one theme. So we've got a hedgehog, which is obviously her favorite animal, if you can't tell already. We've got chrysanthemums, which are the birth flower, and they're in this kind of gold topaz color, which is her birth stone. So all of that included in 1 month. And you guys know I love yellow, I love green, I love browns. So even though this is not a theme that I ever would have thought of doing on my own, I actually quite like it. I especially love the little chrysanthemum doodles scattered throughout. So it starts off with the monthly title page and brain dump. Then she's got kind of just kind of an overall like emotional mental check-in sort of page. So again, we've got a doodle here, we've got her mood tracker, so 4 different moods for the 31 days, and then just a spot for a brief note each day. And then over on this side, she can just reflect throughout the month things that she's learning, feeling, and enjoying this month. And then the final monthly spreads are this 1 line a day page here and a gratitude spread, which just goes by week. So there are 4 boxes for the 4 main weeks in November. And then we get into the weekly spreads, and you might think something's missing from this weekly spread because normally I would write the dates on here, like November 4th, November 5th, whatever. But she actually wants to use this as more of a reflection journal. So instead of these spots being like daily boxes, she's going to have like a 1-sentence prompt or question or something to answer in each of the boxes. So we've still got the monthly title here, got a monthly calendar with the current week highlighted, and then a spot for events. And since this is just a minimal doodle journal, these pages here don't have any little hedgehogs or any chrysanthemums or anything like that. They're just very simple and bare for her to use. And that brings us to the end of her journal. Most of the journal here is still empty, and that was kind of the point, just to make a template spread to kind of get her started on this new bullet journal. Thank you all so much for joining me for another flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit the description box if you're interested in my products or in book of the month, and comment below to let me know what your favorite theme was.